Hey, everybody, and welcome back. Today, my client has some heat damage and straight pieces. As you can see, her roots are really strong, but if you look closely at these ends, they're like really stringy. So she just wants to take as much of that off as possible. So that's what we're going to do today. Um, it's just like kind of stringy and wilted on the end. So, she uses heat, but not a lot. So she wants heat today. I know a lot of times people are like, well, we're going to cut the heat damage off and then put heat in. But, I've said in a lot of videos that heat isn't the enemy, lack of knowledge is. So you just got to know how to use it and you won't get any damage. So she also has a lot at the top. So a lot of people have a lot of heat damage at the top simply because they press the front a lot, they press their edges a lot, and you just end up in a little crazy predicament because of it. But you see, the strong curls are flourishing right here. So we're gonna get to it. I'm gonna start with, the heat protectant. I'm using Satin Shield by Deeper Than Hair Sheer Genius collection, and I'm gonna rub it all throughout her hair just to make sure that I'm creating a barrier between her hair and the heat from the blow dryer and the flat iron. Now her hair is very fine. I wouldn't necessarily call it thin, but it's definitely fine. So it's so fine that you see I'm combing right through it. I don't even have to take my time to just go throughout it with this shampoo comb. I could just go straight through it. So I'm just sectioning her off and I'm going to start the blow dry process. Here's my favorite blow dryer. No, I didn't see it in stock. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to check one more time before I blow dry it where the heat damage really starts so I can make a mental note for when it's time to cut it. I washed her hair today with our first class to Morocco shampoo, and I gave her a protein treatment with our resurrection mask. So it already has a nice natural shine on it. And nothing better than some shiny, healthy hair. So now I'm just combing down the second section and I'm going to blow dry that out. Now, my client whose hair I'm doing right now is a hairstylist in Philly. And one thing I will always say, I take such pride in the fact that so many hairstylists in my city have come to sit in my chair. I think that's amazing when a hairstylist trusts you to do their hair. It says a lot. Anybody can sit in your chair, but when hairstylists come, it's really amazing. A great feeling. So everybody go follow her, check her out. She does some really amazing braids. Maybe I can get her to start a channel. So now that her hair is dry and blown out, you can see where it's thinner at, where that heat damage is really, you know, taking place. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to part her section by section and I'm going to get most of that damage off, to the best of my ability from what I remember, where it is. So this is kind of where it gets a little weaker at. So I showed it to her. She's okay with that. She actually wanted a lot cut off today. So I'm going to take my Her Strands of Hair shears and I'm going to go in and I'm going to take that hair off. Now we're going to go in and do the next section. It looks so much healthier. It's so much heavier. Wait till you see the end result. It's going to be so heavy. It's just going to look like a totally different head of hair. So I just want to say, I want to reiterate the fact that she asked for a haircut today. A lot of people be in their feelings in the comments like, oh, I can't believe you cut so much. But when the client asks for a haircut, it's totally okay. This is what they want. It's just hair. And at the end of the day, it's no point of holding on to unhealthy hair. You know, if you want to get your hair, the ball rolling on your hair being healthier, and you just want that damage off in one whop, do it. But if you want to just take it off a little bit at a time, that's totally up to you as an individual. If you choose to just take a little bit off at a time, that's cool. It's going to slow down your progress, but it's okay. Do whatever works for you. Like, I watch a lot of hair journey pages. I follow a lot of pages on Instagram, and you know, a lot of women who decide to just take a little bit off at a time, the comments are like, why they holding on to them ends and yada yada yada. It's like, it's because she wants to. And if somebody isn't ready to let go of their length just yet because they're taking their time cutting their ends off, then that's between her and her hair. You know, it's not our business. It's not bothering us that she's keeping her ends, you know. But I love when people just go straight in and take it off too, because you just get your instant gratification. Now I'm just going to pull her hair up and get those strands that didn't get touched during the trimming process. And you know, I'm also going to add a tiny bit of layer so that all of her hair isn't the same exact length. Not major layers, just a natural one, the way that hair usually grows. Make sure you guys subscribe. You know, I try to remember to say that on most videos, but I don't always remember. So today I remember to tell you to subscribe, and also follow me on Instagram at Social Genius if you don't already. I do a lot of announcements there, and you know, I try to remember to always add announcements into the community section on YouTube, but I don't always remember. So on YouTube, on Instagram, you'll get a lot more announcements, but I'll try to remember to always put them here too. Here I'm just cleaning up on the sides and, you know, making it even with the layers. I just gave her a frame around her face, and I'm just making sure it's even with the sides. Because when you're cutting around the back, that hair that falls to your shoulders is not even. So you always have to make sure that you get that hair too. Look at that. It's so heavy. It's like beautiful, okay? Beautiful. Okay, so if you don't know by now, the flat irons will be back in stock this Friday, January 29th. And here are our signature purple color. And speaking of announcements, here's mine. We also have the iron in black this time. This beautiful black case. You know, the irons come in this case. Okay, check it out. And then this is the black iron. It's just like the purple one, except it's black. So if you into more sexy, then, I mean, not that purple ain't sexy, because I mean, it's super royal and just purple's my fave. But black, it's just something about it. It's super clean, sexy. And I know everybody don't love purple, so I was like, let me make an iron for everybody else. So now we have a black iron. And like I said, this Friday, okay, January 29th. 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I hope to see you there. You know, everything that I have sells out really fast, and I appreciate y'all so much for that. So hope you get your irons. All right, now I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna give her drunken curls. Have you ever heard of that before? You ever heard of drunken noodles like from the Chinese store? It's because the noodles are like super like they just not uniform. So it's giving like a tassel curl look. You know, usually I'm into locking a curl or I'm gonna give a flat iron. But this right here is kind of like a loose Shirley Temple curl, I would say. But it's basically like when I curl people's hair, most of the time I have to tell them, you know, it's going to fall soon. A lot of people like tight curls because they last much, much longer. But if you're ready for your hair to be done now, or you just want that tousled, effortless look, then you could do a drunken curl where you just go in and you just kind of give it a little, you know what I mean? A little shimmy. And it's not hard. You just want to grab that hair, grab the cool tips. You know, you don't burn yourself on this iron because of the cool tip. And you just drag it on down. It's super easy, and your hair will glide through those titanium plates. So, like how I'm like selling the iron here. I'm just selling the iron, but you know, it's really an amazing tool. And I'm just going in again, grabbing it, twirling, I'm grabbing that cool tip, and I'm just going to drag it down very smoothly. You see it's no hiccups in the hair. You know, a lot of times irons that leave dents and stuff because it's not smooth enough, but this right here got you. Now, just like when you're pressing the hair straight, do not go over your curls over and over again with your iron. You don't want to do that because just like you have to do one pass when it's straight hair, you have to do one pass when it's curls. You don't want to cause any heat damage. You just use your knowledge that you know about heat and do whatever you can not to put too much heat on your hair because you don't want to compromise the integrity of your natural curls. Now, because I took the shears and I framed that face, that allows me to take this front hair across the frame and just kind of push it forward and give like a curtain bang. That's my favorite. If I'm gonna wear my hair with a part in the middle, I think curtain bangs are probably my favorite to do. Now, even though her hair is already shining from her conditioner, I am going to go in, of course, with the Glass Brilliant Shine just to seal the deal and add a little gangster in. So here's the thing, you can just leave it like this, or you could take a rake comb and pull through it and just fluff it out. That's going to give it more of that tousled effect. You might even get a little bedhead action from combing it through. But a lot of people like it combed through because it separates the hair. It doesn't look so spacey and open, especially when you see it from the front. It just looks, done. So it's totally up to you to leave it like that or to comb it out. I love how good her hair looks now. It's like it looks so much fuller now because of how heavy it is from taking those thinner ends off. And hopefully, she takes care of it to the point that she doesn't have to worry about, messing up her ends again with heat. All she has to do is keep the heat out of it so often. And clearly she has been doing that. So she's on her way, to doing the right thing. Well, she's been doing the right thing because her roots wouldn't have looked so strong. So she's on point, and she got her good haircut, and yeah, she's on her way. Here I'm just fluffing it to the front so she can see everything from the front, see how those curtain bangs are holding. And it looks really cute. I like this length on her. So I just want to tell everybody thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next week.